$9.99, 1,000.
1,000.
You guys walk out and freaking, as you're walking up, freaking Connor's sitting there like all pissed. He sits on the stairs.
I'll match you a blunt for blunt.
Mine's not illegal, but it's kind of frowned upon.
Everything all right?
He's like, yeah, I'll be fine. He's like, good luck. He's like, if I hear a bunch of screams, I'll make sure that I'm 2 blocks away.
Would it help if I did 100 faces?
No.
Okay.
You walk up and the guy asks you who you're here to see.
Jameson.
So Jameson, and he says, okay. They're pulling up. Dude, Empire is so organized. They have like books and records on everything. Who sent you? Roll 20 center. You glance at the paper. You're like, yeah, fuck it up, yeah. I'll see this guy's name. If you roll a 4 or under, 16 or over, you forget. You get put on the spot and you forget the dude's name.
Shit.
Fuck! 16, dude. 16, bruh. I made it.
No, you failed it.
No, you failed
Ah,
it.
16 or over.
Or
Not over 16. 16 or over. Including 16.
Yeah.
You only had a 25%
Dude,
chance to
anything
fail
does
it.
besides fighting, sorry. When it comes down to fighting, you're awesome.
Jay, roll a 20 setter. You have a chance to save him right now.
To see if he showed me the name before.
You, because you're the sneaky bastard you are, looked over his shoulder and saw the name.
Come on, Jay.
Do you remember it? If you roll below an 8, so 7 or below, you remember it and you talk for him. And don't lie, motherfucker. I gotta go to more I'm gonna watch you.
What is it?
16.
Oh no, he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Like, who sent you? You're like,
I got the piece of paper.
you pull it out.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a handwritten paper with a dude's name on it.
Oh,
They're gonna be like, here you go.
Can I read the name there?
Here's a post-it. You pull out the paper, you're like, it's like Albert something. You read it, and then the guy looks at you kind of weird, like you didn't know who set up the meeting, but then he kind of like, luckily for you, he's a lower level dude. He's kind of just like, all right. Checks the name. He's like, 2nd floor, first room on the right. You look out. You guys go upstairs, and dude, you want to just punch him in the shoulder as hard as you can. You're kind of like, fuck, how do you give you one name and you don't remember that shit? You're like, I almost remember that shit. I almost just glanced at it.
Shut up.
We got in, didn't we?
We're in, right?
You guys walk up. There's a
We're all just whispering to each other. You fucker.
You guys whisper everything. Yeah. And the guards are
Just
like
looking at
"You
each
guys
other."
Okay, you guys are. You guys walk up. A couple of guards, they nod to you, and then you say the room name. They already know once you get up the stairs, like you've already passed the security checkpoint, so they tell you. They don't even say anything to you. They just kind of nod. You walk in the room. You knock on the door. Oh, come in. You guys walk in. You two and Showrun.
Yep.
Jameson's standing there. He's probably like right around the same age as Connor. You notice that he has fancier gear.
Geared. He's fucking higher up.
He's higher up. He looks like he has like a big ass blonde stash, long blonde hair, but he's young. He introduces himself. Hey, I'm Jameson. Nice to meet you.
Raymond Lancelot.
And Showrun bows. And as Showrun's about to bow, Jameson pulls his hand back and he bows back. Like he knows the customs of Kanagawa too. He's like, please sit. Thanks for meeting me. I spoke with the Shogun when I was in Kanagawa and he told me that I'd be meeting with you.
Yes.
I'm glad that we were able to meet just soon.
So what are your plans?
He's like, oh, straight to business. Let's sit
No.
down, guys. He's like, you guys don't even sit down here. You're like, what's your plans?
Hey, buy me a drink first.
Yeah. He was about to start like pouring drinks, and you're just like, so what are your plans? He's like, oh, straight to business. Like, I see why the Shogun chose you. He's like, what do you guys have? He has a whole bunch of different drinks.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Showrun's like, you have sake? He pours him some. As he's walking over in Kanagawa, and he tells you, it's rude not to accept a drink from someone who's offering it to you. He's like, what are your manners? He basically kind of scolds you, like, oh, slap the shit out of you. He takes the sake. He's like, thank you. Sits down. So I don't know how much the Shogun told you or not, but I've been assigned, as much as I would rather have not been assigned this, I've been assigned to speak to the Shogun directly, to help you guys. I know that you're the ambassador for Kanagawa, that's why you told me your name. Rebuild the docks, bigger and better than before. Of course, what's the trade-off? The Empire understands that for rebuilding the docks, we wouldn't do the same thing we did here, where we took over the city essentially, let the city run as is, but we took over, we're protecting it. We wouldn't do that in Kanagawa. However, we would do the same thing, but just on the dock side. So the city would still be under the Empire. Under the Emperor. It would still be Kanagawa. The docks, even though they would still be part of Kanagawa, we would run them. We would protect them.
Now run them as in business-wise, as trade come in and out, depending on how much.
He tells you, like, he can see that you're not like a true politician type, and he tells you. Basically what we'll do is we'll rebuild it, we'll protect it, we'll have our own ships come out there and patrol the waters. But of course we're going to tax everything that comes in. Same thing as Havenhold. Remember when they came to Havenhold? We'll protect you, we'll take everything.
Well, how much?
10% tax on everything.
10%?
He says the same deal. That's the same deal we do everywhere, 10% tax. He's like, and I spoke to the Shogun, and the Shogun seemed pretty receptive of it. And quite honestly, for the amount of money we're going to be spending to have ships patrolling the waters and to rebuild the dock, which you know is not going to be cheap.
Right.
I think 10% is a fair deal. You start to think in your head.
What is our normal revenue pulling in from our docks?
Fucking shitload.
So 10% is probably nothing to the Shogun or the Emperor.
No, but 10% of what you guys bring in the
That's a lot.
At
I'm
Is it a lot?
Hell yeah.
At Kanagawa, the
Dude,
dogs
Kanagawa,
are your
the docks
main.
is
Now,
the
if-
main
if-
source.
Yeah.
We decline and we do what Kanagawans do it on our own terms. They have no say. I mean, they're not going to barge in and fucking, you know what I mean?
He's like, oh, do you mean that we're going to storm the city and take it for the dock? He's like, no, absolutely not. No way. That's not how we run things.
Okay.
He tells you the way we do things is he's like, it's no secret. If it was up to the Empire, we would run every city in this whole continent. But what we try to do is when we see a city or a town in need, we offer our services. Obviously, we have to get something in return, and then the Empire grows stronger. He tells you, so that's the deal, and he's like, and he's reading a scroll. He's like, and according to this, it's in Kanagawa. He can read Kanagawa. He's like, and according to this, what you say goes. So if you sign this, we'll do it. And if you don't sign it, we won't do it. And he's like, whatever you want to do, I completely understand.
I'm going to, for the Empire, for the Kanagawa Emperor, I'm going to have to respectfully decline this offer.
He's like, okay, can I ask why? And he's like, I'm not trying to be pushy, but I've been assigned this from the Empire, and it's my job to try to get this deal
Not at
done.
all.
So I look bad if I don't get this deal done.
I think Kanagawans, as a whole, can figure this out on our own and establish back to our original statute.
He nods, and we have no doubt that you couldn't.
Right.
But we thought this might be a good opportunity for us to come in and help you guys out.
No, thank you.
He's looking over, and you get the feeling he thinks that you're not talking 100% how you would want to because your homies are here. He tells you, can we talk in private just for a little bit? Is it okay if they get some air? Maybe we can work something out? He's not threatening at all. He's saying, like, maybe he thinks, like, you don't want to say things in front of them.
Oh, I mean,
He's like, would that be okay?
anything I got to say, I can say in front of them. It's no problem.
Well, in that case, he pulls out a big-ass pouch. He's like, I know Connor set this up. He's like, let me guess. He starts naming off all these names, and like the third one is that dude's name. He's like, he's the one who set it up. He's like, Connor and I go way back, and I know what Connor does, and I can't lie. I know you know what Connor does, and in that case, I do the same thing. He pulls out a big-ass pouch. He tells you, 10,000 platinum.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit.
In coins, and he even shakes the
20,000.
he shakes the bag. He's like, this is what I've been given to get the docks prepared. Okay? He's like, I've already gotten estimates of the docks. He's like, at the most, I think it'll take 2,000 platinum to make the dock bigger and better. At least 8,000 for me to play with, or keep, or split with you if you sign the paper. So if you sign that document, you tell the Shogun that we'll take over the docks. He's like, it gives you 50-50, 4,000 platinum, 20,000 gold basically. And he's like, and you can split it amongst your friends if you want to keep it. That's amongst you guys. Dude, you looking at Show, you kind of glancing over. You don't give a shit either way. You glance over, dude. Shoren looks like he's fucking so like disrespected right now. Like he can't believe that this guy offered you guys a bribe. The bribe's kind of like, yeah, like half a damn gold, man.
Platinum?
No,
His homies, he's
Shiny
more
ass.
disrespectful.
Platinum?
I'm gonna have to respectfully decline your offer. You can go and keep your money and
Go fuck yourself.
yeah, basically.
Did you say that?
No, not like that.
He
But
hasn't taken it that way.
No.
You can do it yourself. Don't put you whisper in your head.
Hey,
There must be at this point in the conversation.
that's a very
Tell him to go fuck
generous offer, but I can't take that.
Like 20,000 gold can buy you a lot in Kanagawa. Trust me, I know. I was just there.
20,000 gold is a lot of gold, but
It's a shitload of gold.
don't need it, don't want it.
I understand. And just to help me out, because I'm gonna have to report this back.
Okay.
Can I give them the reason why? Is it because Kanagawa is gonna decide to do it on their own?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. He rolls up the scroll and he's like, "Thanks for your time."
Thank you.
He looks over to Shoren, and he's obviously a good read on people. He tells Shoren in Kanagawa, and he says, "I'm sorry to have disrespected you, but this is how the world works sometimes." And Shoren's kind of like,
What the fuck?
yeah, he's kind of just like caught off guard. He's like, "Thank you for your apology." Like he doesn't even know what to say. He's kind of just like, "Oh, thank you for your apology."
Welcome.
Yeah.
Wabaki.
Hiroki. He stands up. Shakes your hand. No hard feelings. I have a feeling that depending on how things play out, we may have to be in touch again. He's like, unfortunately, you and I report to people that make big decisions for our respective towns. So,
Until we meet again.
shakes your hand. You look at Shoren, he didn't even touch his sake. After he was looking, he was about to drink it. Then when all that blood, I don't want this James drinking sake. You guys leave.
I need your assistant in Havenhold.
How
Yeah.
soon? And you're like, how soon? It sounds like he's running fucking fast. Like you can hear his footsteps going. Like he's running fast. How soon?
As fast as you can get here.
15 minutes work?
Where was you, Dagger Rock?
Dagger Rock. It's like, will 15 minutes work?
You want to take one of my portals? Don't we have one in Dagger Rock?
I know you did. Yeah, I will assume it's still there.
Yeah.
I think you still have them on all the major cities. Except for one that broke. Which was the one that broke? There was one that broke.
Yeah,
that
there
you
was one
repaired.
that broke.
I don't know which one it was though.
The one in Havenhold broke. They broke it when they broke into my house.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's why we had to
But then
take my
you s-
portal.
You set up your own little
Yeah.
one-way portal anyway.
I'll tell him, yeah, hey, just go here,
Use the
here, and
portal?
here. Use the portal. Use the mirror.
He tells you understood.
I'll let my assistant know you're coming.
He tells you I'll meet you in your tavern.
Take your time.
Yeah. Understood. Drop it.
It just fell. Yeah, okay.
Understood. He'll be here soon.
Whisper Ronaldo as well. How many little birds you got in Havenhold?
How many do you need?
All of them? Well,
What do you have in mind?
how many? Did he say how many like eyewitnesses were there?
No, he didn't.
No.
Chol was the one who threw the suggestion out, like, hey, if this
We can
is all
find
about,
out.
Yeah, if this is all about how many eyewitnesses, or he's like, this, hey, there can't be that many.
We're gonna need all.
And Roland's like, I can work on it.
Okay. Let me know as soon as you can.
He's like, yes, sir. You guys are all walking back. You see, Bray. a lady. She's talking and pointing towards you, like to someone else. Like, yeah, that's the guy. That's him. And then like the other people that you didn't recognize, they're just like, thank you. Like you gave money to this lady, and she's telling like she was telling the story of this guy, and like there you walk over, she's like, that's him, he's the one. She's like, thank you. You guys head back. You walk back down, dude. When you walk back down the block of the tavern, it's like, freaking dude. Shit is fucked up. It's gone, and his place is like, bing. Way less traffic around here right now. So much so that when freaking Jax turns the corner of one of the places you just bought, you see him like right down the street. You're like, oh, there's Jax. Like, where normally there'd be so many fucking people walking here, you would never see him. He turns the corner. You see he's wiping some sweat off his brow. Turns the corner, walking back towards the tavern.
Oh, he's not at the tavern?
No, he's at one of the places you just bought.
Okay.
Like he just turns the corner from that place and he's wiping some sweat off. He's walking back towards your tavern. And you guys are kind of gonna meet like this.
Hey.
He's like, hey, boss.
So how many extra guys you got to patrol the new places?
Working on that right now. I actually had to pay a couple of the locals. He's like, would you believe all these little local kids are already trying to start up a little group or
Security?
gang or whatever you want to call it as lookouts? He's like, fuck,
Slap them around?
He's like, no. He's like, all they want is like a gold or two. So I said it's not even worth the problem. I just paid them the gold, and now they're scouting everything out.
Okay.
He's like, shit. I never thought that would happen in this town. Man. He's like, fuck.
Well, hopefully we can get back together.
He's like, I think so too. I think things are back to normal pretty soon.
Any problems?
Gang members.
Little gang members.
Oh, the little kids are kind of starting up their own little gang. You can kind of see where he's kind of like, I can't believe she's getting to that. But then in a way, he's kind of thinking like, they're trying to hustle, do their own little thing. He's like, I'll pay them 2 gold so they can walk around.
What is the same thing?
Yeah. My game was breaking legs. Their game was scouting around. He was always the muscle. He's huge.
What? Like around what level? Like, obviously they're not gonna say what level, but like what level are they?
The kids?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. If anything, level 1 rogues.
Dude.
Or they might even just be kid.
What level are
commoners.
his homies?
The kids in his forest?
Uh-huh.
The kids?
Uh-huh.
Like level 5 rangers? They would obliterate these kids.
You want some extra flow going their way?
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean hire his kids?
Yeah, hire his kids.
Oh, yeah, dude. His kids would fuck up. One of his kids would fuck up all of these kids. Especially if you're like, dude, Sather would have this place like he'd be the kingpin of all these
Yeah,
little
if you
kids.
have some extra homies, if you extra kids, just like you have all that covered. If you have some extra ones, just have them over here, and we'll pay them
And you
To
would
do
trust,
what?
and you would trust them too.
to just patrol and scout, and just to make
Scout
sure
out.
they're not getting into the taverns
Right
that we just
now,
bought.
right now, since it's only the 3rd day, looting is not a huge problem. But you know that in a day or two, looting is going to be a humongous problem.
Oh, bring it.
Dude, imagine,
I mean-
all the houses and businesses are just missing walls
Yep.
and all the shit's inside. People are just
They
going to
won't-
walk in and steal it.
If they won't be in any danger, and
No, they're not
we
gonna. They're definitely not gonna be in freaking like dragon danger, but
No.
just in people, just commoners wise, they're just be stopping them.
It'd be good training for them.
Yeah.
okay.
You whisper to Jardin.
Yep.
He's like, I'm sending right over.
How many? I'll ask him. How many do we have?
I'll tell
He's
Jax like, hey,
he's
how
that
many
I
you need?
trust?
Mm-hmm.
Jax
That are
tells
trusting.
You, Jax tells you there was a group of 5 or 6 little kids. Because Jardin whispers you back and tells you
That he trusts and are good.
that are really good. He's like, I have at least, he's like, I don't know, 18, 20.
Bring him. All 18.
Dude, they're going to come in here and just ruin this shit.
All 20 here.
He's like, I'll send them. I'll bring them with me. I'll bring them myself. Jax is like, hey, give my 2 gold back, you little shit. and the kid just scurries off. You see why he was sweating. He's been nailing up huge ass like plywood boards to at least get some kind of like coverage.
Okay.
So he was hitting up some
Boards.
just boards to kind of block it off for now.
Five in each.
that you can spare,
No, that's all 20 keej.
and then the rest would be your little Indian homies.
Yeah, it's
all
like
the
200
adults,
dudes.
all the adults in the
The
forest.
ones in the forest.
Yeah, they're already like level 2, 3, 4, 5 rangers too.
Damn.
The kids
They've
are
been
actually
training every.
I know.
the kids are actually
More.
ahead
Yeah.
ahead of the adults
The kids are more trained than them.
because they say they're mostly.
Okay. Well, yeah, whoever you want to bring.
I'll tell them I'll tell Desjardins to let the kids know that even though they might not need it, but if they feel overwhelmed at all by anything or anything comes up, to go straight to his tavern and ask for help.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it's all going to work out. A lot of Empire guys are moving all around. You can see them moving their resources around. They're being really strategic, and they're probably taking a lot of quests seriously. You guys go back in the tavern. Domri looks to you. Hey, so I don't know how this works, but can I go home for a little while, or do I have to ask permission, or? He's like, he kind of looks at you like, I'm not really sure how this works.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Oh, he's like, can I go home for a little while?
I'll whisper awesome.
He's like,
Hey, Domri wants to go home for a while. Kind of been through some shit if you haven't noticed.
he's like, yes, sorry I haven't whispered you yet. I've been meaning to contact you. I want to make sure everything was okay with you. We had a bit of an uprising here, not related to the dragons.
No attacks there?
He's like, no, not dragon related. He's like, well, we got it under control now. So I had a bit of a mess to clean up myself. Sorry I haven't contacted you.
No, it's okay.
He wants to come back? He's like, is he a man yet? Is he ready to come back? He's like joking, like, is he ready? Like his training is done?
No, not that comeback. Just
No.
come back and take a break for a while.
And he's like, not unless you need him to. Absolutely not. The second he would step his foot on the lands over here, he's a walking target.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll let him know. I'll let him know gently, but
He's like, thanks.
Let
Let me
him
know if
know
anything else
gently.
comes up. Fuck no! I'll let him know gently. Sit your ass.
you ever speak up against me?
I'll tell you how shit works around here. You shut the fuck up.
I'll tell him you're not ready to go back yet.
He's like, oh, I didn't mean it like that, but he's like, can I just walk around the forest at least? Can I just get out on my own for a little bit?
Yeah, that I definitely know that you need some space right now,
He's like,
but I can't let you go alone.
who needs to come with me?
Ciao.
You look over at Chow. He's playing cards. He's like,
Well,
he folds his cards.
no.
You see him he's had a bad hand after bad. He looks at his cards and he's like, he's about to say some shit like, come on, man, use some good cards. He's playing cards.
I'll tell him. Just go into the forest. Take your time. Ciao. Make sure he knows you're not around.
You whisper Chow. Chow looks over. He acts like he has no clue what you guys are talking about. And he just looks at you and he nods and he's like, he says it all loud on purpose, like, these fucking card dealers. I see why you make all this money you make over here. And Domri's like, so can I leave?
Be back soon.
He's like, I'll keep in touch. He walks out. The second he walks out, Shao, you look back to think like Shao's gonna be getting up and getting ready to leave. Shao's already at the front door.
He's gone.
He left a little stack of chips to pay the dealer, and he's already leaving.
So how'd your meeting go?
What's that?
How'd
Like-
your meeting go?
He's show rents and they're all like a little mad kid. You guys talk about your little experiences.
It's a lot of money on the table.
You, but
Yeah, but it's not worth my fucking.
you got honor.
Yeah, dude. My honor is not for sale, man.
As you guys are chatting, you hear from behind you.
What you want, nigga?
A dude in the hood. Dude in the hood, Nighthawk.
Damn, you're fast, man.
He's super fast and quiet.
I hate that. 'cause
You
I have
doubt
to
that
pay
anyone
you.
even in this place even saw him come in.
Oh, this ain't my
You would
sneaky.
be You would be very paranoid if this guy ever wanted
Hell
to kill
yeah.
you. If he wanted to kill you, you'd be like, God damn it.
Is there any way we can like sign a death bag saying you
Don't
never
kill me, please.
like betray me, please?
Unfortunately not.
I'm already dead.
But the only thing he does have is a reputation. He's all business all the time.
So I'll let him know. Already got some.
He sits down.
Already have some men working on it. I don't know how many, but they're under my payroll already. But we need to. Do you know what happened here? Or do you know what's happening around here?
The same thing that happened in every other city in this continent, yeah. He's like, Moondale was the only one that didn't get affected, believe it or not. He's like, I think it's because of their defenses. They
got
didn't
some
want to risk sending
crazy
dragons over there.
defenses.
They would have got fucked up. Not using magic, Moondale would get fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Not you only going as big animals,
Yeah.
they would have got destroyed. Moondale has
That's crazy.
super anti-air,
Yeah.
anti-water freaking defenses.
Because it's just an island.
So, yep,
Do you remember Luce?
absolutely.
Do you know what happened here?
I've heard stories. I've actually been meaning to. I've been meaning to confirm them with you.
It's all me, player.
Well, all the crazy, like, no, it's true.
It's all us.
All that happened. Archon, everything.
Archon, I've got confirmation of. He's actually been spotted in
Yeah.
a couple of different cities already.
He's,
Arcanus has been on his tail.
he's definitely about. But it was loose.
So the prophecy was true.
He had a part in it. Yes, prophecy was true, but he was forced. Echeverria definitely forced his hand.
That's what's good, dude.
And all the rest of the dragons and draconians that were here and everywhere else. The Empire's trying to blame it on him. We're trying to.
You need to make him disappear? He doesn't mean like kill him. He means like make sure no one can find him.
No, I definitely want him around because he's not well right now. I don't think he can move.
He can, but he's kind of
He's
it's
just not.
weird. It's weird. It's almost like he got like lobotomized.
Yeah,
or something.
he's just
kinda
not really there right now.
Yeah.
We're hoping that he snaps out of it, but we're trying to find all the witnesses. Seen it.
He laughs.
Seen it.
One of your waitresses comes by. She's like, "Would you like a drink?" And he's like, "Bloody Mary, please." And he
Extra
smiles.
bloody.
Extra bloody.
Don't be stingy with the
And
bloody.
she's like, "Bloody Mary at this time?" He's like, "Oh, but I want it with real blood." And she's like, kind of laughing, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'll take his blood." Like he was about to be like, "No, but I really want real blood." He's like, "That'll work." And she's like, "Yes, sir." And she walks away.
Okay.
You can see that he's always all business, but when he needs to turn on the charisma, he can. Out of nowhere, like she was all like, "Oh, that's so funny!" Like he can turn it on. Vampires have that ability where they can turn on that shit.
Oh yeah.
Really
They'll make
charismatic.
you- yeah, like just out of nowhere, like, yeah, I want to follow this guy, or like, I want to believe this guy. I can turn it on. That too.
I was
I'm trying to
wondering.
figure out how many there are.
I was wondering if you can make it a little faster.
Definitely, who would have those records here? Someone in the Empire? He's like, I'm guessing Town Hall, maybe.
Definitely in town hall, but he didn't tell me how many, right?
He
In
did.
general, but he knew.
You think he knows?
Oh, okay. Yeah. It would definitely be town hall.
So definitely in town.
He's already conned. Haley does that. Batman style.
Oh, that's how that feels.
He's like, understood. How much time do we have?
24 hours.
I'll keep in contact. He stands up. When she brings the Bloody Mary, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I have to leave." And he starts sweet talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, you're so funny." You didn't even hear what he says, and she's like, "You're so funny." He's like,
I'll drink it.
she puts it down anyway and just like walks away. He's out. Before you look, he's out the door. You swear to God, you didn't even see the door open. Like, he's just out.